our free ChatGPT Travel Assistant Guide key.
Destination is on the left.
Don't mind Fred, we are gonna head to camp and I'll check in with you there. Alright, we are on a quest to find site number 66 and get settled in before it gets dark. So don't mind me, I will do a proper introduction here in just a minute once we are all settled in and comfy. Oh good, I'm right by the bathhouse. Phew! Alright, we're gonna run to the restroom and then get settled in. Alright, let's get set up before it gets all the way dark. Alright, I've got my kitchen and food stuff over there. I've got my shower and toiletries and everything that I might need like that there. Got my lights set up, window covers in, cold weather stuff ready. Alright, see you inside. Hi friends and adventurers, Heather here from Heather's Hikes and Adventures. Sorry for the long no intro. I am settled in at camp. It is dark outside. As you can see, I already have my window covers on. If you are familiar with what's been going on lately, you know that I had to bail on my last car camping trip. What you don't know is I actually had to bail on the one after that too. I just didn't even bring that one up to you guys. I had 2 gorgeous nights planned in the middle of the Ocala National Forest, near springs. You know, it was going to be lovely. And I felt so horrible. I didn't even bother going. The weather was going to be awful, so I knew that I was already going to have to face that challenge, and I was feeling so awful as it was. I was just thinking in my head, okay, if there's going to be tornado warnings, and I already feel like I can barely walk from, my bedroom to the bathroom, probably not smart for me to go into the middle of the forest where I was going to have no cell service. So, anyways, I'm back. That was my long-winded way of saying I'm back. I'm attempting another car camp. I, as you can see, still have my second row seats in, so I am using my newest, most simplistic, minimal car camping setup this time. I'm also using a new camera angle, so hopefully it's okay. I got into my comfy clothes. I got pretty much settled in for the night. I'm not doing anything to really set up or make anything fancy because I got to camp pretty much right before dark, and I'm already exhausted. So I have my sandwich from Panera. If you are new to the channel, by the way, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I've been having a bit of challenges, as you can tell. But I'm getting ready to finally eat dinner. that I picked up on the way here because I knew I was going to be too tired. And so that's kind of what I'm bringing you guys along with me for this time. It's going to be my first attempt at car camping again since kind of starting to realize I'm having to come to terms with the fact that I am going to be dealing with whatever chronic illness or illnesses that I have going forward. I am not planning on feeling this awful for much longer. Hopefully, I am on the quest for answers. But in the meantime, I'm kind of having to wrap my head around the fact that I'm not able to do the things that I was able to do even a few weeks ago for now. It may be a while before I start to feel well enough to really get back on the hiking trails, which is a real bummer because it's like perfect hiking weather right now. I wish if this was going to happen that it would have been when it was still triple digits and I didn't want to be outside, but alas, what are you going to do? Basically, I'm just having to kind of accept the fact that an alien has inhabited my body for now, with whatever autoimmune condition or conditions that I have, as well as my wonky TSH and thyroidless levels from my post-thyroid cancer that are suddenly way out of whack as well. Also, my vitamin D levels have apparently tanked, my B12. Basically, I'm a hot mess. So any one of these things I have been told are enough to make me feel like poo. So it's kind of no wonder I had to bail on my last few trips. This one is going to be about me kind of figuring out how to manage to continue car camping while dealing with all of this crapola. As you guys know, nature is my happy place. I just want to be out in the trees. I want to be looking for wildlife. I want to be on the beach, in the middle of the forest, in the springs. I just want to be out in nature. I don't like being cooped up inside. I especially don't like feeling like I'm confined to bed because I don't feel like doing anything else. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how to navigate this whole adventuring, car camping, traveling by myself with a chronic illness and with this autoimmune disease or, diseases. We'll find out soon, hopefully, in my upcoming appointments. But for now, I'm going to shut the heck up. I am going to eat my sandwich. One of the things that I am doing to try to make myself feel better while I look for answers and hopefully a treatment plan that will help me feel better and start getting some of my physical abilities back again, is I am trying to eliminate as much processed sugar, processed foods, kind of garbage from my diet as I can. I'm doing it in baby steps. I'm trying to drink a lot more water. Like I said, I'm trying to eat less sugar, eat less processed foods. So I've been it's been kind of a challenge with the fact that I feel so, I keep wanting to say lazy. I'm trying to correct that self-talk because it's not laziness. I'm not lazy. I'm sick. I don't feel well. So I have to stop being so hard on myself because I wouldn't say that to somebody else dealing with this. Tangent one. But anyways, as I am trying to come to terms with this, I'm trying to do whatever I can in my ability with my diet. So it's kind of hard to balance that, wanting to eat more whole foods, less processed crap, cook more when you don't even feel like getting out of bed. So Panera is one of the few places that I feel comfortable eating right now. I get my favorite turkey sandwich with avocado and tomato and I think emerald greens, arugula, I forget which, and bacon. But it's hormone-free, antibiotic-free. I know it's as good as I can get pretty much with takeout. Plus, I have not canceled my Sips Club yet, so I got my drink and this sandwich today. After cashing in my $10 reward, I only paid $2 for dinner, so you can't beat that. Which I'm going to, like I said, shut up and eat now. So I'll be back with you after I am done with my turkey sandwich. Sourdough bread, which is very good for you. Carved turkey, tomato, emerald greens, bacon. I get it with no mayo because instead I figure the avocado has that kind of creamy texture as it is, so I just use the avocado that comes with it as the mayo substitute. Alright, I just posted a video. I'm getting ready to do a little more work. I made pretty quick work of my sandwich, which was delicious, and I am stuffed now, much happier. I'm getting ready to take another bathroom run, hopefully my last one until I wake up in the morning, but probably not. You can kind of see, I don't have my fan on right now because I'm filming, but I'm going to put that on low and then just kind of tilt it out that way. I was pointing off camera. I've got my little light on back there and my cozy little lantern that I always have. I do have my Lucy string lights here, but I am not going to bother doing any kind of real setup. I'm just going to get the bed cleared off here in a minute after I'm done working. Did I not point on camera again? After I'm done working. And then I'm going to just pretty much chill. I am pooped. And I'll talk to you a little bit more in the morning. And I'm going to show you around a little bit. I can't hike right now, but I can take a super nice little leisurely stroll in the morning to a gorgeous view to show you guys, which is what I'm going to do first thing, I think, with my coffee.
Until 3 a.m. The next day, he told police he used a rag to buff out the damage that the black truck had done to his car. Then he told his friends and his family members that he thought there might be a connection between the black truck that hit him and the...
Good morning, friends. As you can see out the back window, the sun is just thinking about beginning to come up. I was planning on talking to you last night, but, well, I fell asleep. So let me drag my butt up out of bed, and I'll talk to you in a minute. By the way, I fell asleep with my hand warmer in my sports bra last night, and it's still going strong. So it's been going for about 7 hours on low. Not bad. All right, I am getting ready for a little coffee and crime time with my coffee. Well, my soon-to-be coffee. Oh, speak of the devil, I think we're boiling now. Okay, I'm going to make that. Enjoy the view now that the sun is up just a touch. And then I'm going to go show you a beautiful spot here, which makes this one of my favorite places. BRB. As you can see, my poor little lantern is barely flickering at the moment. I forgot to charge it up before this last trip, and it had been several trips since the last time I charged it. So I'm going to do that today while the sun is out so that it'll be stronger again tonight. But for now, let's get this coffee made. Oh, let me turn off my inverter before I forget. I'll have to show you later how I have this set up. It's really quite convenient. I have my Jackery 1000 underneath this second row seat here on the left, driver's side. It's early morning. And I'm really mainly only using it to power my fridge. But I realized that I can access the AC right here, so I don't need to move my Bluetti at all to make my coffee in the morning. And I'm going to be running the engine later anyway, so it'll charge back up. And it's so cold out, the fridge is not working that hard. So that's going to work good for this trip. I love working smarter, not harder right now, while my muscles and arms and legs don't want to do anything. I don't know if I mentioned this on here in my last rant video, but it's the weirdest thing. I get so fatigued when I'm walking that my arms start to get heavy and sore. How do your arms start to get sore from walking? I'm not carrying anything. I'm not doing any kind of, you know, crazy swinging. It's just, honestly, it's the weirdest thing. That's how I know it's not in my head, because I could not come up with this shit myself. It's like the things that my body decides to throw at me every day lately. And then the doctors all agree that, you know, stress is the biggest trigger right now. But it's a little hard not to panic when there's an alien in your body doing all these weird things. And then when I think about it, it was, you know, not even 2 months ago that I was hiking 8 miles. And yeah, I was joking about being out of shape and being a little winded. But, you know, I did a 5-mile hike and then did more hiking later. And I did plenty of walking that trip. And fine. And then a few weeks later to go from that to not even being able to walk a half a mile with no elevation on flat sand is just... So yeah, we're wrapping our heads around that right now. So right now the plan is to pick beautiful spots like I'm at, which you haven't seen yet because it got dark and I fell asleep, but I'm going to show you in a second, that do not have destination hikes, which is a major switch for this time of year. Typically this is prime hiking weather in Florida, and it's killing me to be missing out on my favorite hikes. I had so many plans of the places I was going to show you, my favorite hikes. All right, my alarm doesn't know I'm up yet, and my stomach is growling if you hear something. But have I shown you this before? I'm so glad I remembered to bring extra coffee, because this isn't going to make it through this trip. Like I was saying, I was going to show you all of my favorite hikes. I'm not going to name them right now because I still am hoping to show you at least some of them before it gets too hot again. But, you know, it's just, and it's been so gorgeous. It's been so much colder than normal this time of year, which is not fun, you know, first thing in the morning or at night. But for hiking, when I start huffing and puffing and sweating right away, it's been awesome. So I'm pretty much having to redo my entire content plans for January and February with regards to the places that I was going to show you. I would also like to point out that at the time of filming this, it is basically New Year's, and I had taken several days off work, so we were going to be spending 5 days in the Everglades hunting for panthers. But, yeah, that's not going to happen because not great cell service, remote areas, hiking. Anyways, I'm rambling, but the point is, I'm in this whole shift as I find my new normal for right now until I can start getting better again and start doing some of the more active things that I have planned for the channel and for myself. My plan is to just pick spots like this that don't require hiking, that have beautiful scenery, nice, pretty shaded campsites where I feel like I'm surrounded by trees, kind of like that old Florida where I'm not far away from civilization and cell service, but I kind of feel like I am. And just kind of some spots that I've been wanting to get into, but have been saving for, in lieu of going to other places to explore and hike. So we're shifting that up, and I'm really excited to show you the next site after this. Some of you may recognize it from way long ago when my channel first started. But, yeah, I'm just going to enjoy my time on the coast as best I can, taking it nice and easy, a lot of downtime, computer time, catching up on editing, coloring when my hands allow me to and they're not too hurty or numb, you know, sketching, things like that, reading, all chill activities that I've been needing to do to kind of recharge my batteries anyways. So this is just kind of forcing me to be flexible and adjust how I look at camping. And for now, instead of it being a place for me to sleep before I hit the trail at sunrise, or before I am out hiking with my camera, lugging that around, you know, for now, car camping is going to be hanging out at camp, doing more campy things, chill things, hopefully some more camp cooking with some newer, healthier options as I try to phase out those processed foods, you know, that kind of thing. So right now I'm waiting. It's been over an hour since I took my thyroid medication so I can have my coffee, but I still have to wait like another hour or two before I can take my supplements. So I'll show you those in a little bit too, because I think they're helping a little bit along with the medication adjustment. Instead of getting worse, I feel like I've kind of plateaued for now. So that's positive. But let me start drinking my coffee and show you this awesome view that I was telling you about, and my campsite, since you haven't seen that yet.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and thank you for joining me for another coffee and crunch.
These hand warmers, I'm pretty sure they did not say they were rated to last this long on a charge, but I've had this one in my bra since about 9 o'clock last night, and it's about 8 o'clock. I think it's 8 a.m. I don't know. I guess I could check my phone that I'm holding. It's about 8 a.m. and it is still keeping these puppies toasty. It's going strong on low. I'm not mad at it. So I still have one fully charged hand warmer. While I charge this one back up to help keep me warm, I can just keep swapping them out all day. All right, let's go. All right, for those of you that are interested, I just wanted to show you what I'm currently taking supplement-wise. Now, I do have, I am on a prescription strength vitamin D at the moment. That's what she said, because my vitamin D was super low. But aside from that, I am taking this organic black seed oil, 20 drops a day. It does not taste the greatest, but it's, I mean, everything I've read and heard about it is amazing. So what are you going to do? And then I am taking this turmeric curcumin. No clue if I'm saying that right. I'm taking the one with bioperine, which is also black pepper. However, it's the black pepper extracted from the fruit versus the seed. Not an expert, as you can tell by my voice. This is just my research, which is supposed to help activate the turmeric curcumin better. And this is supposed to be one of the best brands. So this is for joint inflammation, joint pain, all of that kind of stuff. I've always heard turmeric is great, but this supposedly is the magic combo. So I am also taking B12 because my B12 was extremely low. And then I am taking lion's mane mushrooms, which are for, as it says here, memory and nerve support. They're also supposed to be good for anti-inflammatory, but they are supposed to be really good for brain function, memory, focus, and hopefully my neuropathy a little bit. Is that it? Yep, that's it. All right, so that's what I'm currently taking every day, along with my increased dosage of my thyroid replacement medication. So fingers crossed in the next couple of weeks that I am feeling much better. I've heard great things. I do know that it takes about 3 to 6 weeks for it to start really noticing an effect. So I will keep you guys posted, but just wanted to share my current combo. I'm not going to stow everything as if I was doing a drive day. You can kind of see what it looks like when I haven't really done much to it there first thing in the morning. I think we're just going to keep that there the rest of the trip, just, you know, because. And then the front is ready to go. I'm gonna toss that empty Panera cup and then stow my coffee stuff back down here on the floor. And then we're ready to hit the road. We're just going a couple miles though, still inside the park. First, it is definitely potty time. Alright, this is my site that I never got around to showing you last night. Pretty close to the neighbors, but nobody was here last night. Got water and electric. Let's see. And then, of course, the picnic table and fire ring. I think I'm going to use my little fire in a tin candle thingamajiggy tonight. Which, by the way, it's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's. Let's hit the road. Leave our table and chair here. And hope that we don't have a repeat of the solar lantern. We are up to a toasty 47 Fahrenheit outside, but the sun feels awesome. So let's go take a look at something other than the inside of my van or my campsite, shall we? One good thing about not being able to hike is that I don't have to be driving out in the dark to make it there by sunrise for the best hike. So I do get to be a little bit lazier. That's nice. This right here that we're driving through is why this is one of my favorite campgrounds in the state. Even though there's no beach access at this park or swimming at the park, this is like the epitome of old Florida before it got overdeveloped. Just gorgeous trees. Ugh. Love it. This is so what I was needing. The most frustrating thing for me is that I love to hike and I love hiking in this weather, and it's like just all of a sudden, poof, sorry, you can't do it for who knows how long. It's like just a few weeks ago I could hike for miles in the mountains, and now I can't even walk a half a mile without getting winded. So this is going to be more our pace today. It's less than a quarter mile, and then we're just going to kind of sit, relax, take in the views, and then head back to Tara. And that's kind of, you know, what I think my car camping days are going to look like going forward. Just hanging out at camp, cooking, relaxing, catching up on my quiet recharge, peace time. And then, you know, driving to pretty scenic views, or, you know, simple boardwalks, simple short little tiny walks to overlooks or to pretty views, or, you know, staring out at the ocean. Sorry that I'm saying, you know, 50 million times. I just caught that. But you don't want to hear me or listen to me whine about not being able to hike. You want to see these beautiful trees if you're anything like me. So I'm going to turn this around and then, yeah, shut up. I'm channeling my Bob Ross right now, looking at all the happy little trees. Well, we don't have it all to ourselves, but there's only one other car here right now, so I'll take it. I have to show you these really quick because they're one of my favorite Christmas presents. My mom got them for me. They are by the brand Gooder, who apparently partnered with the national parks, and they have like a theme for each and every national park. But you have to go to their website. I'm not sponsored. Again, my mom bought me these. The names of each of the pairs are hilarious. Well, not every single one, but they have some really funny names. And I really like the company. It seems really good, but it says on the inside here, it says, "Have you seen America's national parks? The wild and wondrous views will leave you in awe. It's almost like they protect some of the most treasured places in America All right, they do. Gooder is proud to support the National Park Foundation. And then it says that they're only like, I think they run about 25 a pair, so they're very affordable. I got a pair for my son for Christmas. I was really jealous because he ended up getting these for my mom. And I was like, oh man, I love those. And I ended up getting them too. So luckily my son does not mind twinning with his mom every once in a while. But they come, I love the case that they come in. It's a map of the Everglades. So I am definitely going to be keeping them in their case. And they're so cute. They come in, like I said, in all different styles. They're not just national park ones. They have all kinds of like hilarious themes and names. But these are a mirrored pair. And look, I don't know if you can see on there, but it says established 1934. And then look on this, I don't know if you can see on the sides. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but it's got all the wildlife from the Everglades. It's got like alligators, frogs, Florida panthers, just some cool ass glasses. So let's go. Looks like a woodpecker has been busy. Statue of Chief Tamoki. Anybody remember the poem by Shel Silverstein, Where the Sidewalk Ends? I think of that every time the pavement ends anywhere. This tells you a little bit about this spot. It's actually on an ancient shell midden. You can see where the water washes up when the tide comes in high. All these washed up shells. much better at the moment. I mean, not physically. Physically, I feel kind of like crap. But internally, I'm feeling much calmer. You can see that was just a teeny tiny loop basically around the peninsula and the old shell midden. And now we're back at Tara. I go ahead and wrap this video up. To be honest, I have no idea how this vlog is going to turn out. I feel like it was kind of all over the place and not very cohesive how I had initially planned it. I just kind of wanted to prove to myself and show others that it is still possible to continue car camping despite having autoimmune and other chronic illness issues at the moment that are preventing me from my normal activities, just because I can't really hike or maybe do the full setup at camp that I want, or, you know, completely trick Tara out with one of my more elaborate no builds. This is working for me. I was surprised at how comfortable I managed to stay sitting in the normal seat in the second row until I was ready to turn in for the night. I slept great. I think there's a lot to be said for hearing the wind through the trees at night, since I do keep my windows cracked. And despite it getting down to like 40 last night, I don't think it quite hit into the 30s, but I think we did get to 40. I really did manage to stay comfortable, which I was really worried about because my hands, especially, as you can tell, keep holding them. Very intolerant to cold lately, even when it's not cold. Same with my feet. And I just wasn't sure how I would handle it. I am definitely exhausted after just that teeny little stroll around the peninsula there. So definitely not ready to start even really easy hikes at the moment. That's about probably my max. But I proved to myself that I could do it. I can walk a short ways, take in nature, get my zen. I don't have to totally give it up right now. So that was really important to me to prove to myself. I know I'm going to have to keep adjusting. I'm going to have to keep being flexible. I'm going to have to keep giving myself grace. And whenever I come across something that I can no longer do for now, instead of getting mad and angry with myself and calling myself names like lazy and, you know, worthless and all of the things that I would never think or say about anybody else in my position, I'm trying to just remind myself that this is my reality right now. I'm doing what I can. I am trying to change my diet, eliminating things that I can that are triggers for me, taking additional supplements and things to try to get my body working a little bit better while I do get my answers and hopefully a good treatment plan. I felt really hopeless for a few weeks, I'm not gonna lie. I got really, really down thinking that I wasn't going to be able to film any content going forward. I wasn't going to be able to camp for who knows how long. I was going to have to completely stop getting out into nature and seeking out wildlife. But I am slowly coming to terms with the fact that there are still plenty of things I can do. There's still plenty of ways I can enjoy nature, that I can enjoy the outdoors right now, and there are still plenty of awesome things I can show you. So I hope you stick around with me on this journey as I learn my new normal. I will tell you the things that are working for me, the things that are not working for me. I will keep you updated. Oh, BTW, my eyes. So I knew that they have been excessively dry lately, but my eye doctor did a test, a dye test, where it's supposed to tell you like how quickly your tears evaporate so that you know exactly how dry your eyes are. And she was telling me that Please disregard my hair. It's a little windblown at the moment and beanied up. I think that's a term, right? Anyways, she said the average healthy eye would take about 10 seconds or more to evaporate the dye before you need to blink. I got 3, y'all. 3 seconds, a whopping 3. When a healthy eye should get at least 10. So at least the burning eyes and the blurry vision and all of that are kind of explained. I do have an astigmatism again that's just developed in my right eye. But on the bright side, my prescription's the same in both eyes now, instead of me having to remember which is which when I wear contacts. So I do have my new glasses coming. I'm trying out my new contacts now to see how they're doing. So far, so good, but, you know, definitely dry. But anywho, enough of that tangent. Like I said, I am going to keep you updated on things like this. All of my doctors are in agreement that it's definitely autoimmune related. I'm just waiting for my thyroid replacement dosage adjustment to kick in. It's already been almost a month that the adjustment was made, so I'm hoping in the next week or two that should start making a difference. These new supplements, I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks should start helping. So I'm hoping that I have positive updates and that I continue to feel better. For a while, it felt like every single day I was getting worse. And I was a little scared to wake up every morning, not knowing what the heck was going to happen to me. I'm still not quite over that hump yet, but I think, like I said, I've plateaued for the moment. So I'd like to think that that means the things that I'm doing are helping counteract whatever battle is going on inside of me right now. But in the meantime, I am going to continue to bring you car camping, campgrounds, cool Florida destinations that are, you know, easygoing day trip kind of things, a lot of scenic drives. I do have some really cool places coming up that I can't wait to show you that I don't have to hike for. So if any of that sounds intriguing and you're not already subscribed, maybe consider doing so. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this chaotic, weird vlog. And I hope you'll stick with me on my future adventures, because I am not going to stop. I am remotivated to keep doing what I love. I just need to keep readjusting to find ways to make that happen. So thanks again, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.